Hey, everybody, it's John with Damn Straight Media and another episode of Damn Straight Political Commentary. Bill Burr, you sanctimonious, sententious, self righteous pachuca. This report came out, and he actually had some things to say about billionaires, and he wants to have them put down like rabid dogs. This was on his podcast. Yeah, we're going to listen to it real quick. I have some scathing comments about this hypocrite piece of shit. This guy, and the sad thing is, I like Bill Burr. I've never seen him live. I've actually watched his stuff on YouTube. The guy is fucking hysterical. I mean, you laugh your ass off. Some of his stand up is it's very controversial, but to me, stand-up comedy has to be controversial in order to make people laugh, and I'm okay with it. I really am. But this stuff that he mentioned on his podcast, yeah, Bill, I got a problem with it, man. We're gonna listen to it right now.
People that are struggling out there because of these billionaires, and they got us all arguing liberal and conservative. We got to stop doing that. Like, I'm so tired of hearing about people going to bed worried about what's going to happen next week. There is so much fucking money in this country, and there's so much work being done, and if you work a full fucking week at a job, you should be able to pay your fucking rent. You shouldn't have to go out and get a fucking job and still be struggling. It's bad for the country, because then the kids don't see their parents and they're not getting the upbringing that they need. It's so fucking, these fucking billionaires, they need to be put down, like fucking rabid dogs. They're like rabid with fucking greed and just going out and just dividing everybody.
Yeah, so Bill Burr is condoning the murder of billionaires because he believes that billionaires are the reason people are struggling across the country. So I did just a little bit of research on Bill Burr, and he is worth an estimated $20 million. This includes from his stand-up comedy stuff, his tours, as well as some of the stuff that he's done on Netflix. He gets paid pretty well. He's obviously got his podcast here. And it's estimated too. He has an annual salary of somewhere around $6 million. Uh, I guess my question is, first of all, how do you know that it's billionaires that are causing everybody to struggle? Do you have some kind of report? I mean, did you see something, or is that just opinion? Is that the opinion of your left wing lunatic wife, which I know she is? She's crazy. And I think you guys live in California, so it seems to me that you're probably towing the line a little bit here to keep the peace in your house and with your fucking neighbors out there on the left coast. Um, the whole ranting about politics and these billionaires dividing everybody, and in the same breath, he says he wants to have them put down like rabid dogs. I mean, is that not division right there? Let's murder them. Isn't that division? I don't know of any billionaires that are calling for the murder of other people. You know what I mean? But I do know one millionaire that's calling for the murder of billionaires, and that's you. Oh, Jesus Christ! It's just hysterical and just stupid. It really is. What a goddamn idiot. And so I looked at. He's got a show coming up in Milan, uh, and I was looking at ticket prices. And if you want to sit in the front row at this show, or not Milan, Dubai. He's got one coming up in Dubai. I know he's got one in Milan, but I looked at the ticket prices for Dubai. $406 for front row seats. There's only a few sections that are less than $100. So I'll tell you right now, Bill Burr, you are the reason that people are struggling. People can't go to see entertainment and get a good laugh to go see you, they got to spend anywhere from $100 up to $400. That's why people are struggling, because of your fucking greed. Your greed. $20 million. Let me ask you a question, Bill. What money have you given to charity? Or speaking of people not being able to pay rent, have you ever? I would assume at the end of the month, on a $6 million salary plus being worth $20 million, you probably got quite a few dollars in the bank. Have you ever pulled somebody aside and said, "Hey, I know you're struggling with your rent. Let me pay it for you"? You ever done anything like that, or you just sit up here with your sanctimony and bitch about everybody else not being able to pay their rent because of billionaires? Well, just good God, man, you look like a fucking idiot right now. I think it is going to be just a matter of time before Bill Burr walks this back a little bit, because I tell you, it's just condoning the murder of billionaires. And Bill, I have a question for you. Which billionaires are we talking about? Are we talking about Elon Musk and Donald Trump only? Or are we talking about people like leftists, like people in your party, like Oprah? Would you be willing to have her put down? I mean, is she's a billionaire? Is she greedy too? Or is it just the people who are uncovering the corruption in D.C.? And that's another thing. That's another thing. You want to talk about why people are struggling in this country? Look no further than Washington, D.C., the fucking septic tank of Washington, D.C., that is being laid bare for everybody to see just over the course of the last 3 or 4 weeks that Trump has been in office. Look at the amount of corruption. Look at the amount of theft that is taking place in this country. Look at the number of the political class in this country in Washington, D.C., that have made their millions of dollars while being in politics. You want to talk about crooks? There they are, Mr. Burr. There they are in all of their glory for everybody to see now. All of this shit is getting uncovered, and you're pissed off at Elon Musk and Donald Trump for uncovering it. These two guys have done a great service to this country in just a few short weeks of being in office. Look at the shit they've uncovered. Look at all of it. It's unbelievable. And all of us, the majority of people knew that there was corruption in Washington, D.C., but look at the amount that is being uncovered. Trillions of dollars. Look at the money that is being made in Washington, D.C. Did you know that Washington, D.C., the counties around Washington, D.C., and Virginia are the highest income per capita in the country, which proves beyond a doubt that politics is more lucrative than corporate, or than the markets or anything like that. I mean, and you've got the fucking balls to sit here and bitch about billionaires who are uncovering untold amounts of fraud for this country? Dude, you look like an idiot, really. I'll tell you right now, you've lost a fan. I won't watch you anymore. I'll never go to see your goddamn show. I will never. And I would have. If none of this had happened, if you'd have never said these things and you ever came to my hometown, I'd go get tickets. I'd spend a couple $100 on tickets to come and watch you. But not anymore. You lost a fan. I don't like you anymore. I think you're an asshole. Folks, I had to say something about it. I mean, this guy just condoning the murder of billionaires because you think they're making everybody struggle. And it's very obvious that this guy is being influenced by other people. He's got to toe the line for the left now, because the left owns him. They're the ones that are making him wealthy. The $20 million that he's worth, the $6 million salary. This is estimated now. That might be off a couple of bucks. I don't know, but he's a millionaire. He's famous. He's got to be worth quite a bit of money. And now the left owns him. Netflix owns him because he's making money on Netflix too. So he's got to toe the line for the left. That's exactly what he's doing here. And he looks like a Pachuca doing it. Good to see you. Good to be seen. Follow me. Please follow me out on Substack, damnstraight.substack.com. Get yourself a subscription. And here's my plug, Bill, because I like to make some money too. You can go out and get a subscription on my Substack, damnstraight.substack.com, for $5 a month. And you get to see everything that I do, the podcast, you get to see all the writing that I do, everything. I've been out there for 3 years. $5 a month is all it costs. Or if you want a discount, you want to pay for a year, $50. 50, you can't beat it. It's a smoking deal. Smoking. I tell you right now, it's a lot better to buy my shit than to go buy tickets for this fucking guy. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we will catch you later.